Hey guys, it's me, Sujoy over here. I'm back with another video. Just having a bit of my evening tea. I like to drink tea. I'm making this video primarily for my Vietnamese audience. And today I'm going to be talking about customer service here in Vietnam. And what do I think about the customer service here in Vietnam? I'm just going to give you a quick answer. I think the customer service in Vietnam is not good. It sucks. Now I'm going to take Ho Chi Minh as an example, and I'm going to be talking about my personal experience. Okay, I'm not going to be talking about Hanoi. I've been there. I've stayed in Hanoi for 2 months when I was doing part-time teaching with the language center, and I was just not happy with the customer service in Hanoi. But let's talk about Ho Chi Minh City, which is the business district of Vietnam. What do I mean by customer service? Okay, so customer service is the process of giving a good experience to a customer when he or she comes to your shop. It could be a coffee shop. How the experience was, the interaction between the shopkeeper and the customer. Okay, and also how the interaction is, the experience for a customer. So primarily, like say for example, if I go to a coffee shop here in Vietnam, most of the time I don't get a good customer service because things like not welcoming the customer. Maybe they're not interested in their job. Rude attitude, unfriendliness. So all this adds up to the customer service experience of a customer. Okay, and it's just sad to see that it's sad to see that like it's not only about giving money for the service, but how I as a customer feel about the whole experience. Okay, and I think Vietnam really needs to work on this. I mean, there should be, I mean, the government should step into this, and should take up customer service, the whole industry of customer service here in Vietnam very seriously, because this is going to affect the economic growth of Vietnam in the long run. So for those of you, if you don't know who I am, my name is Sujoy. The name of my channel is Sujoy in Vietnam. I've been living here in Vietnam for over 5 years. I was an English teacher here for 3.5 years, and now I run my own digital marketing online business, and I also am a YouTuber. I like to make my own personal vlogs. I also like to talk about certain issues which kind of bother me here in Vietnam. Now, why I decided to talk about customer service is that I'm actually coming from a marketing background, especially business development. So I have over 10 years of business development experience in Southeast Asia. I catered to clients in the Philippines, in Indonesia, and so my job was to provide good customer service to my clients. Okay, B2B clients, and also I had a few B2C clients for specific product services, and even I promoted software products and all that. So it's very important to have a very good customer service experience, which I think is very much lagging behind here in Vietnam. I mean, I'm from India, and I'm a person of color. Okay, so like I have dark brown skin, but I'm not talking about my race over here, but it's come to my attention that there are many people, many foreigners here in Vietnam, YouTubers, and you can check up. I think one of my previous videos as to why customer service sucks in Vietnam is because the people who are serving, foreigners, they don't get the best of treatment, and it's happened many times to me that I get discriminated because of my appearance, because of my skin color. I'm not a white foreigner, so I get that bad treatment most of the time when it comes to customer service here in Vietnam, and the rude service, unfriendly attitude, and I think most of them are not trained properly. So primarily, I've had these situations in coffee shops, because there are a lot of coffee shops here in Vietnam, especially in Ho Chi Minh. You name it, like Highland Coffee, My Life, Katina, Phuc Long, these major brand coffee shops. Whenever I go to order a coffee, first thing is the people who are working there, the young boys and girls who work there, predominantly they are part-time, they're doing part-time, to supplement their incomes. It's happened to me most of the time, they're not interested in serving me. And, I fail to understand, are they really trained properly? Because in customer service, you need to treat everybody, all foreigners, very nicely, fairly. It doesn't matter if somebody's coming from Africa, India, China, Europe, West. There should not be any discrimination. There should not be any discrimination when it comes to customer service, giving a good customer service. Sometimes I've had situations where, they just don't want to help me with my order. They're not polite. They don't have much of smiles. So I really feel bad that how come these people are working in these major coffee outlets, I mean, if it's a Vietnamese person, they will assist them, but it's happened to me most of the time that I get discriminated because of my appearance, because of my skin color, and maybe because they're not properly trained enough to be nice with all foreigners. Don't get me wrong, they speak English. They do speak English, on all these coffee outlets. But the same thing goes to, like, if I go to a mall here in Vietnam, a good mall, and if I go to a nice restaurant over here, or a fast food joint, or a buffet or something, I would not be getting most of the time a good customer service. Sometimes, these people, these young boys and girls, they're not trained properly to be adjusted with all foreigners, because like I said, when it comes to customer service, you have to give good customer service to everyone. I don't care where that person is coming from. I don't care if that person is Vietnamese or foreigner or from wherever that person comes from. As long as we are paying our money for the service, it is your responsibility to give a good customer service. It's sad to see that here in Vietnam, you don't have this concept over here that, the friendly environment, or sometimes, I like to ask these people, when I go to a coffee shop or to a restaurant or a fast food joint, like, can you recommend me something special for the day or something? You don't have this concept because they just don't understand, like, They just give you the menu, or they're just standing there, or maybe sometimes I've had situations where the person is just sitting and does not want to get up when I'm trying to make an order, and coffee shops, or, so it's a sad situation, because this is going to hurt the economy of Vietnam in the long run. I think the government really needs to look into this. Customer service has to be given the highest importance here in Vietnam, because not all foreigners are happy with customer service. It does not give anyone the right to treat someone poorly when it comes to giving a customer service. I don't feel good if I'm just going to give money and I'm going to be treated poorly when I'm going to be going to a coffee shop or to a restaurant or to a shopping mall here in Vietnam. That is just not right. So some people can tell me that, okay, I'm sensitive, or, this is how it is. But, this is not right, because, if Vietnam really wants to globalize itself, you have to provide good customer service. There should not be any discrimination. There should be no racism or discrimination when it comes to providing customer service here in Vietnam. So, this video is primarily targeted for companies, multinational companies, young generations, boys and girls here in Vietnam, because you need to understand that customer service is very important. Because if you give good customer service to a customer, he or she will keep on coming back to your shop and will keep buying services from you. So that you provide good customer service to a customer, and that customer will become your loyal customer. And many a times when I get bad customer service, I just go to Google review and I write a negative review about that coffee shop or about that restaurant, or and it's not good for the business. I mean, it's not only me, but it's also sad to see that there have been also many Vietnamese people. They also don't get good customer service here in Vietnam, in their own country, because majority of the time bad customer service includes rude attitude, unfriendliness, not willing to provide good service. And it's sad to see most of the time these young boys and girls in the coffee shops and all that, they're not interested in the job. They feel very lazy, or they're kind of not very keen for that. So, if the companies want to hire people to work, especially in in the food and retail industry, in coffee shops, restaurants, and all those places, they have to make sure that they hire the right people. If not, you got to train them up, or just fire them and put some people who are good and who love their job and who will provide good service, customer service to everyone, Vietnamese, foreigners, anybody. Okay. Even like the convenience stores, like 7-Elevens, Circle K. I haven't had much of good experience with Circle K. I think the customer service really needs to improve. It's always backed with discrimination. I'm a person of color, so I'm making this video. I don't care what you write on the comment section or how you try to justify it, but this is my personal experience of living here in Vietnam for 5 years, is that the customer service in Vietnam is not good. Many people are rude. They just want to get the money. That is not how customer service is. If Vietnam really wants to economically boost itself and come on a global platform, it has to improve the customer service industry. That is very, very important. In fact, all these coffee shops, restaurants, convenience stores and all that, they should be thoroughly evaluated. From I come from India, and customer service is given a lot of importance. Okay, even back even in the Western world, but like you should have a system where the customers have a decision to decide, was the service good, bad, or very good, or very bad. Some kind of an automated AI system. Since Vietnam is becoming a digital economy, and a lot of digital, so it should integrate the digital economy with the customer service industry. I think that is very, very important for Vietnam. And you know some of the foreigners, they don't want to come back to Vietnam because of their bad experience with customer service. And this can even apply for the hotel industry here in Vietnam, because not, many a times I've seen on YouTube that, foreigners get bad treatments when they go to hotels. If they book from, booking.com, Agoda, they get the rude reception people, or, the service is not very good. So the whole customer service industry in Vietnam definitely needs to change, definitely needs to be thoroughly evaluated, because this is going to impact the economy of Vietnam in the long run. I'm not trying to make this like a negative video, but this is my personal experience of being here and living here in Vietnam for over 5 years. I'm sure I'm not the only foreigner complaining about customer service here in Vietnam, but this has been going on for a while. So, even the management of these big giant retail coffee shops, restaurants, mom and pop stores, hotels, and all those other industries, they should really look into the customer service. They should improve more the customer service experience. I mean, even the same could go for, taxi services, like, if you're taking Grab or, other taxi services, like always provide good customer service. Many a times they don't welcome me, they don't greet me, I don't feel valued. It's just that give the money. And if I don't care if you're writing on the comment section that this is just how Vietnam is, well, why not improve the environment, the customer service experience in Vietnam? Because I think that will take Vietnam completely to the next level. So definitely there should be a national drive to improve the customer service experience in Vietnam. I mean, even if you're a journalist, or if you're watching from a media agency or whatever, this topic definitely needs to be addressed, because nobody wants to get discriminated or treated poorly or judged. I mean, as long as the customer is giving the money for the service, there has to be good customer service. More training needs to be provided to these people who are working in these industries, so that is highly important. So, I mean, that's all I got to say. So I hope this video, I hope you got some knowledge, some insight about what I'm trying to convey over here. And maybe, you can take this video as a training program as a training video for companies who are trying to hire the right people for providing good customer service to their customers. The Vietnamese customers have also complained about this. I've checked the Google reviews, predominantly rude service, unfriendly attitude, unwillingness to work. Same goes with foreigners. Not all foreigners are given good customer service. So it's not only about getting the money, but you have no right to treat people poorly or discriminate them, and just in the name of giving bad customer service. So if you like watching this video, make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. And if you are also looking to start a passive income business here in Vietnam, then I'm going to keep a link down in the description below for you to get access to this free webinar invite for you to join. If you like to start running a successful automated online business, or if you're looking out for a job, and if you're looking out to start a successful business, you can check out the link down in the description below. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Giving all my love to everyone here in Vietnam. With that being said, you guys have a great evening. This was me, Sujoy. Peace out.